Welcome to your practice. This is a very relaxing practice to calm the nervous system, helps with digestion, and is great for the luteal phase of your menstrual cycle. We'll start in a comfortable seat, placing a block underneath your hips if you need. Once you've found your comfortable seat, letting the eyes close down and starting to connect in with the breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. Noticing the quality of your breath. Is it short and sharp? Or is it smooth and long? Just noticing without judgment. Knowing that every time we step onto our mat, we're coming from a different place. And that no two practices will ever be the same. Trying to send the breath deeper down into the belly. And then slowly fluttering the eyes back open. If you are not already, please come into a cross-legged seat, placing your left hand behind your left hip. Inhale, right hand comes up overhead. As you exhale, twisting to the left, right hand finds left knee. Not pushing or pulling. Just a gentle twist to open the spine. Start to warm up through the spine. And then slowly unraveling back to the front. Right hand finds the floor behind your right hip. Inhale, left hand up overhead. As you exhale, twisting to the right, left hand finds right knee. Once again, just a simple, gentle twist to warm up the spine, not pushing, not pulling. And then slowly unraveling back to the front. Bringing the fingertips to the floor in front of you. Start to walk our hands forward, coming down into a fold. If the block underneath your hips is getting in the way, you can move it out of the way. Coming back to your cross-legged seat, walking the hands down. Letting the breath guide you deeper into the shape. With each exhale, the body grows a little heavier, relaxes a little more. And then slowly lifting up out of the shape, walking the hands back towards your body. Coming into all fours, bringing the hands in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. On your next inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the chest and the heart, cow pose. Exhale, pushing the earth away, rounding spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the heart. Exhale, curving the spine, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the heart. Then exhale, pushing the earth away, curving the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the heart once more. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lowering knees, coming back to tabletop. Exhale, sending the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, moving through all fours, lowering the belly, lifting the heart, cow pose. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lowering the knees, tabletop. Exhale, sending the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, moving forward, cow pose, lowering the belly, lifting the heart. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lowering the knees, tabletop. Exhale, sending the hips back into child's pose to stay, bringing the knees as wide as the mat if that feels comfortable. And then letting the head land on the floor or a block, whatever is accessible for you today. Coming into a little bit of stillness. Sending the breath deep down into the belly. Moving the block out of the way. Maybe moving any furry friends you have out of the way. And then slowly lifting back up into a kneeling position. Placing a block or a cushion underneath your hips if you need. Inhale, crown of the head grows tall. And then exhale, dropping right ear to right shoulder. Opening up through the left-hand side of the neck. You can carry a lot of stress and tension in the neck. We are more prone to stress during the luteal phase of our cycle. Releasing the right hand, lifting the chin back upright. Dropping left ear to left shoulder. Placing your left hand on top. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Releasing the left hand, lifting the head back upright. Dropping the chin to the chest and then slowly rotating slightly to the right. Right hand comes on top of the head. Opening up through the back of the left hand side of the neck. Releasing the right hand. And then bringing the chin through center over to the left hand side. Left hand on top. Opening up through the right hand side of the back of the neck. Sending the breath down into the belly. And releasing the hand. Bringing the chin back through center. Keeping the chin at your chest, interlacing the hands overhead and placing them on top of your head. Releasing through the back of the neck, all the way down into the upper back muscles. One more breath here. And releasing the hands down by your sides, keeping the chin at your chest. We'll come into neck rolls, bringing the right ear to right shoulder. Lifting the chin, rolling through the back of the neck, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. 2 more in this direction, moving nice and slowly. Really feeling into all of the neck muscles. And then once you've finished that 3rd round, moving in the other direction, left ear, left shoulder. Lifting the chin, rolling through the back of the neck, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. 2 more in this direction. And then when you come back, finishing that last round, lifting the chin back upright, roll backwards through the shoulders. And then we'll make our way back into tabletop, moving our block out of the way, coming onto all fours. So again, our knees are in line with our hips, wrists in line with our shoulders. Planting your right hand firmly on the ground. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky, opening, twisting to the side. And as you exhale, threading the needle, bringing your left hand to your right armpit. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, threading the needle. Once more, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, threading the needle, and this time planting the left shoulder onto the floor. If you don't quite reach the floor, you can place a block underneath your head. Releasing through the left shoulder. Staying here for one more breath. Placing your weight back into the right hand and slowly lifting back up, bringing the left hand back to the mat in tabletop. Planting your left hand onto the mat. Inhale, right hand lifts, opening to the side. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the left armpit, threading the needle. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, thread the needle. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, threading the needle, right hand, right side of your face, plant into the ground, or maybe a block. Trying to breathe deeply into the belly. Taking one more breath here. Then planting the left hand, lifting your body back up, coming to tabletop, moving your block out of the way. We'll tuck the toes and send the hips back into downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here, spreading the fingers wide on the mat. Bending the knees as much as you need, feet are hip distance apart. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other, walking it out through the heels. Starting to stretch through the back of the legs. On your next inhale, sending the left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bringing your left knee into your chest. And then planting or walking it forward, coming down into low lunge. Your right knee comes onto the floor. Making sure that our left knee is in line with our right ankle. Inhale to stay. Exhale, sending the hips back, straightening through the front leg, half Hanuman. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half Hanuman. If you need, you can do this with blocks either side of your leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, sending the hips back, coming into half Hanuman, taking blocks either side of your calf. Flexing the left toes back towards your face. And trying to keep a straight spine. Trying to fold from the hips. Taking one more breath here. And then moving back forward, moving your blocks with you into low lunge. Putting your blocks onto the lowest setting or coming down onto the ground. Tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee back off the ground. And then placing your weight into your right hand, either on a block or on the ground. And then inhale, lifting the left hand up to the sky, twisting. Pressing down through your right hand and your left foot, lifting up, opening the chest to the side of the room. Your gaze looks up to the sky. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly lowering the left hand back down to the ground. Stepping that left foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Pressing down through the hands, sending the hips backwards in space, creating a long line from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Inhale, lifting the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bringing the right knee into your chest and then planting that right foot on the ground. Left knee comes down, low lunge. Placing blocks either side of your calf if you need. Making sure that your right knee is in line with your right ankle and untucking that left foot. Inhale to stay in low lunge. Exhale, straightening the right leg, sending the hips back, half Hanuman. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half Hanuman. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, sending the hips back, coming into half Hanuman to hold. Adjusting your blocks if you need, either side of your legs. Maybe you're just in your fingertips if you don't have any blocks. Flexing the right foot back towards your face. Starting to hinge from the hips forward, keeping a long spine. Still breathing deep into the belly. Taking one more breath here. And then we'll bend through the right knee again, coming into our low lunge. Placing your blocks on their lowest setting or coming back to the ground. Tucking the left toes, lifting the left knee off the ground, planting your left hand into the floor. Inhale, lifting the right hand up to the sky, coming into a twist. Your right foot and left hand are pressing down. Gaze looks up to the sky. Taking one more breath here. And then lowering the right hand back down to the ground or your block. And then stepping your right foot back to downward facing dog, moving your blocks out of the way. Taking 3 breaths here. Pressing down through the hands, bending your knees as much as you need to create a long spine. Inhale, sending your gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale, shifting your weight forward, coming into high plank, sending your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, lowering the knees. And then exhale, lowering your whole body all the way down to the ground. Keeping your forehead on the mat and your hands by your ribs. We'll start to slide the hands forward, bringing your elbows either side of your ribs. Hello, Flame. Coming into Sphinx pose. Your elbows are closely knitted to your ribs. Hands are spread wide in front. Chin is slightly tucked. Your gaze looks on the ground in front of you. Sending the breath down into the belly. A gentle opening through the back. Taking one more breath here. And then bringing your right hand underneath your left elbow. Your left hand in front of your right elbow. We'll start to walk your hands away from one another, coming into straight jacket. Walking all the way down, opening up through the back of the shoulder blades. Your chin can land on your chest, or maybe you place a block in front, or a cushion, and let your head rest here. Feeling a deep release through the shoulders, the upper back. Taking one more breath here. And slowly lifting the head up, bringing the elbows back towards one another. We'll come down on the other side, bringing the left hand behind your right elbow, right hand in front of your left elbow. High flame. And then slowly walking the hands away from one another, letting the head rest back on the block or the floor, your chin on your arm. Slowing down the breath. Taking one more breath here. slowly bringing the elbows back towards one another. Moving your block out of the way. And then lowering back down onto the ground. One cheek finds the mat. Arms go down long. Shoulders rolling into the floor. Taking a small rebound. Swapping cheeks. Bringing the forehead back to the mat. Bringing your hands either side of your ribs. Tucking the toes and then lifting up through all fours. Sending the hips back into downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Pressing down through the hands, bending the knees as much as you need to send the hips backwards in space. Inhale, sending the gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale, right foot lands on the outside of your right hand. Left foot lands on the outside of your left hand. Coming down into our squat. Option to place 1 or 2 blocks underneath your hips. Bringing the hands to your heart. Using the elbows to open the knees out wide, making sure that both feet are flat on the earth. Our knees are tracking out in the same line as our feet. Letting the gaze land on the floor in front of you, or maybe closing the eyes down. Reconnecting with the breath, sending it deep down into the belly. Slowing it down. And making your way out of the shape. Moving your blocks out of the way and coming down onto your bottom. Legs extended out long in front of you. We'll walk our hips backwards, creating a nice tall spine. Drawing your left knee into your chest and then planting it over the right leg. Left fingertips come to the floor behind you. Inhale, right hand comes up overhead. And as you exhale, twisting to the left, right elbow or hand finds left knee. And using that elbow or hand to twist you deeper. Inhale, crown of the head grows tall. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. If there's no pain in your neck, you could look over your left shoulder. Drawing the belly button into the spine as you exhale to twist even deeper. And then slowly unraveling back to the front. Unhooking your left foot over the leg, sending it down long. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, crossing the right foot over the left leg. Placing your right fingertips behind your back. Inhale, lifting the left hand overhead. Exhale, twisting to the right. Left elbow or hand finds the right knee. Using that elbow or hand to pull you deeper into the shape. Inhale, you grow tall. Exhale, you twist deeper. Drawing the belly button into the spine as you exhale to find even more room. Maybe your gaze looks over your right shoulder. And then slowly unraveling back to the front, unhooking your right leg, sending both down long. Give your dog a pat. Bringing your left sole of your left foot into the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, arms come up overhead. As you exhale, folding forwards, your hands either land by your knee, your calf, your foot, maybe they grab your toes. Whatever shape is accessible for you today. Letting yourself go heavy. Chin drops to the chest. Stretching down the backhand side of the leg, the right hand side of the back. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lifting back up. Sending the left leg down long, bringing the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, left toes pointing back towards your face, letting your hands land wherever they land. Chin tucking to chest, curving through the spine, releasing through the back of the left leg and the left hand side of the back. Slowing the breath right down, breathing deep into the belly. Taking one more breath here. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lifting back up out of the shape. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly pose. Letting the feet land wherever is comfortable. Placing a block under each knee if you need. Then either grabbing the ankles or interlacing your fingers around the toes. Inhale, crown of the head grows tall. Exhale, folding forwards. Chin drops to chest. Spine curves. Upper body goes heavy. Letting the breath guide you deeper. With each exhale, the body relaxes a little more. And you sink a little deeper into the shape. Taking one more breath here. Slowly lifting one vertebrae at a time back out of the shape. Moving your blocks out of the way. Then sending your legs down long, coming into Shavasana. Laying down onto your back. Bringing the knees into your chest for a hug. Maybe rocking from side to side, releasing through the lower back. And then letting the legs go down long. The hands come out as wide as the mat, palms facing up. Coming into your final Shavasana. This is your time to rest, to rebound, to restore. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Starting to bring your awareness back into the body. Deepening the breath. Wriggling the fingers and the toes. Stretching the arms overhead like you woke up from a nap. And then rolling over onto one side, trying to keep the eyes closed, staying in your bubble. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seat. Making your way into a comfortable seat for meditation and breath work. Placing a block under your hips or a cushion under your hips if you need. Once you've found your comfortable seat, letting the eyes close down. Bringing your awareness back to the internal. Bringing your right thumb to the right nostril. Your index and middle finger to the point in between your eyebrows. And your ring finger to the outside of your left nostril. Closing the right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with your ring finger. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale right nostril. Exhale left nostril. Inhale left nostril. Exhale right nostril. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. Continuing this breath in your mind. In one side. Out the other. In that same side. And then out the other. Nadi Shodhana. Alternate nostril breathing. A balancing breath clears both channels, the left and the right nostril. The left nostril is associated with yin or downward energy. And the right nostril or channel is connected with upward energy, yang. Alternate nostril breathing or Nadi Shodhana allows us to breathe through both channels evenly and balance both the upward and downward energy, leaving us feeling calm, centered, and balanced. Finishing the round you are on, and then releasing the right hand and breathing naturally through both nostrils. bringing your awareness to the breath. Feeling the air move in and out of you. Inhale, air moves in through the nostrils, down the back of the throat, deep into the belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, air moves back up the spine and out through the nostrils. Bringing your awareness to the space in between each breath. The space in between the inhale and the exhale. And the space in between the exhale and the inhale. This space, this moment, this pause in between each breath. Bringing your awareness here. As you bring your awareness to this space in between the breath, does it start to lengthen naturally, growing a little longer? This space, this pause, this moment in between each breath, starting to grow longer naturally. As you allow your awareness to sit in this space, this stillness in between each breath, maybe it starts to grow as long as the breath itself. This pause at the top and bottom of each breath, growing as long as the breath itself. As you let your awareness sit in this stillness between the breath, notice the stillness of your mind, stillness of your body, the stillness all around you, as though the stillness is permeating from your entire being, filling this room, this house, this suburb, out to as far as the eye can see. This stillness within the breath, At the top and bottom of each breath is the only time we are truly still, even from the rise and fall of our own breath. And yet, within the stillness, there is a faint beating, your heart. When we come into stillness, we can hear the heart more clearly. We can connect with our deepest desires. And we can listen to what our heart is trying to tell us. What is your heart trying to tell you now? Bringing the hands to heart center and taking a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for showing up for yourself and coming to your practice. Gratitude for your body, allowing you to move in these ways that are so healing. And gratitude for your mind, allowing you to come into stillness in every moment. Bowing down to your hands in gratitude. And slowly releasing the hands, letting the eyes flutter back open. Coming back into the space. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed this practice and it was supportive for your luteal phase. Thank you.